That's Dark back. Roll call. Bigby.
Hello.
Dark. Cinder.
Hello.
And Sideline.
Hello, neighbor.
Hello. So, last time we left off in the Abomination Vaults, the party finally came to the ruins with our first foray, finding the place essentially infested with a annoying little type of fae known as a mitflit, or for those of you who probably know the more common name, mites. They managed to, realistically, the mites don't pose much of a problem to anyone who's at least vaguely combat trained. They cleared through a bunch of the mites, discovered them essentially raising giant flies with the odd sort of realization of, oh, the flies, or at least for Mr. Drydo, that the flies are also batshit insane currently.
Yeah, I mean, at least the flying ones.
Yeah. And then they essentially came to where they are now, taking a little bit of a rest after spotting, oh hey, a person down here who is currently, you can kind of like see her from where you're sat. She's basically like looking in at the turrets and like spying in on this room, which you found out last time. There's a big congregation of mitflits in there. The only other detail that is moderately important is Melia discovered that the tower, I don't know if I ping if you can see this, but the big circular thingy in the middle of the map essentially had some kind of magical effect on it, basically making some of the walls of this place, as you can see, some of them have not stood the test of time, more resilient. And the tower, the lighthouse of this place, is the only real tall structure that has survived the test of time, with the rest of its keep ceiling and roofs having fallen in.
Yes, we also couldn't open the door.
Yes, it appears the door is blocked. But we come to where we are now. Essentially, you took a rest. If you wish to regain any of your focus powers, now is a good time. If you wish to attempt medicine on yourselves, now is also a time.
What was with the little laugh there?
More of that, like, you're currently down your person who has medicine. I will mention, if you go back to town, even if Rose is not here, Lumia will still look over your wounds and shit.
I'm fine.
After all, some of you did fight some, you're in a swamp and you kind of know disease and poisons and all that nasty gooey shit is a potential thing, so it's worth getting checked up at the doctor.
Yeah. Well, that'll be when we get back to town. It's like hours back to town. We're not heading back now.
An hour. It's currently, I mean, how early would you have set out? Like morning?
Yep, we set out right in the morning.
Then it's probably like maybe 9:30 in the morning, or no, 7:30, 9ish in the morning.
Okay.
The sun is, well, you assume the sun is bright in the sky, but for all the mist, it's kind of hard to tell. Actually, wait, Dark?
Yes?
Caden can see through mist, like, perfectly fine, right?
Yep.
Oh, I imagine for Caden then, looking around the swamp is just kind of odd. All the creatures that kind of live here and, are accustomed to the kind of ever-dankness of the fog fen, you can kind of just see them go about their day with perfect clarity. There's frogs chilling in the small pools. There's some more worrying sights, as you probably see some larger centipedes, other predators, kind of in the distance of the swamp. But there's almost a sort of tranquility to it. As tranquil as, seeing a gigantic centipede probably swallow a frog whole is, possible.
So, kid, taking a bit of a break here, getting me all wrapped up. Is this adventuring stuff all it chalked up to be?
Well, it's not exactly my first time.
I know, I'm well aware. It's just that's the first time me traveling with you. Figured I'd ask.
Well, you're doing well, no matter what. No one's died yet, no one's been in significant danger. I've had worse first outings.
You mean like...
Yes, like that. No, we're not talking about it.
I feel like that's a conversation for another time.
He says as the mysterious box appears over. Okay, then looks up briefly though and just kind of glowers at the rain cloud that's been following him round since his tempest aura is overloading.
The cloud is indifferent to your suffering. Be damp.
But yeah, Taryn, you can see it's only gotten worse since I was younger.
Well, some say worse, some say more useful.
I mean, I guess I can do this now. Yeah, the lightning dances off his fingers.
Yeah, and it certainly made a short work of those, whatever they were.
Mites. They're essentially fragments of Fey souls. They're not all that there, to be
Right,
honest.
right, those. Yeah, mites.
Even bobbed along in the water.
Yes. So we are taking a short rest, though.
Yes.
Okay. Then
Yeah.
I will clear my curse and refocus.
Nope. You're still at minor. You can't spend down past minor once you get to it.
I'd like a Oracle. This is a good thing to verse ourselves in anyway.
I can still get the focus point back.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And if I remember rightly, I did use my lay on hands last time.
You
Yes.
did on
Yes.
me.
Yes. So I have that back now.
Yeah, I think for Caden, especially in this kind of environment, Caden's refocus probably is largely just him kind of sitting by the waterside here and just looking out through the fog where everyone else can see nothing. But for Caden, it's just like he can just observe. He can observe the air currents. He can observe all the creatures in it.
Tinder sort of does a casual meditate. He's not going deep into it, like he still responds to everything around him, but he's clearly, like, focusing on things.
Mr. Metamuse's short rest essentially consists of going around to all the rest of the party members, handing out snacks, providing drinks where it's required for like water and juice or whatever it is. He has both of those on Nook.
I was
Talking to
really,
you, seeing how you guys are doing.
I was really expecting you to be more annoying than that.
No,
Uh,
he's a very friendly and homely man.
Now, I was more expecting him to hand out like sprite-sized sandwiches.
Oh no, I give Milia one of those.
I mean, it was barbecue dad, so I was expecting a hot dog.
That's fair. It's just the mental image of an incredibly like tiny sandwich and be like, here's your lunch.
But during this little bit of a rest that we got going, did you guys think of any more about my plan? It's a bit crass, I understand, but I mean, two birds with one stone.
Okay, out of character, it's been like 3 weeks. Remind us what the plan was.
It's been a week, and the plan was to do a bit of necromancy, as AKA annoy the undead that's probably on that cross bridge over here, and get it to go burst into the room where all the mites are.
I'm not against the idea in principle. My concern is how you would direct it to be annoyed at them and not us.
Well, that's where a little bit of buffet trickery work out. Undead are notoriously dim. A bit of mage hand, a bit of poking and prodding, and if we can just sort of get that door open, Nook should be able to reach in from outside and bash the door open. And as long as he has kind of got the motivation, you'll find a target, I'm sure.
If you're confident you can pull this off without it backfiring horribly on us, I'm up for
Oh,
giving.
absolutely. I mean, I'm not terribly confident, I'll be honest. I would require your guys' help. I probably couldn't do it by myself, after all. I only contribute a little bit of the piece. I would need probably someone. I mean, the part where I get the door open is probably the roughest part. Um, currently, my plan consists of Nook reaching up and around the corner and then hopefully punching the door open.
JMac, from when we were in that room, did the door look like it was barely held up like the other ones?
We never went into that room.
I mean, we went into this soil room which had
Oh,
a door
yeah.
going into that section.
That door, yes. Pretty much every door, unless stated otherwise, is a big piece of shit in here.
Right, 'cause I don't think there's any other doors behind that I know of, at least.
There is. There's a little bit of a door from the uh, bad vibe corpse to the mites. There's a door there. They seem to have blocked it into a little side cubby.
Right, right. And that's the door you'll be knocking down to send the ghost through.
Yes.
Or whatever undead it is.
And I wouldn't like. I'm not huge on undead at all. Uh, they they're a bit weird, to be honest. They're a very very mortal thing, and I have zero idea or feeling of how to deal with them. So this is more up your alley. This was just a suggestion that I would pose. I don't suppose, Caden, you have brought some form of big, ah, a cool lightning blast.
Not really.
Okay, I don't know all of your abilities.
Except you do know that I have one of those in my spell book, and I just have to prepare it.
I know. I don't want you, tiring yourself out. I don't want you because I know you're doing the mage hand bit, and I know you do. I know.
Oh
Yeah.
hush! I've only used my staff this morning.
The
Okay.
only thing I really can think of is if needed on the door, instead of Nook, I can always just blast it with air.
That would work. I mean, that's better than Nook.
Because I can do that from quite far away if I can see it.
I'm afraid all I could do is run up and knock it down. I'm not exactly as magic-y as the rest of you.
I mean, if we have to fight it all, though, I can make your sword like magically sharp.
That could be useful.
All right. Time to enact this plan, I feel.
I suppose the principal part of the plan is how are you getting over there? You can, of course, just skirt around here, but yeah, no.
I can see the edge of someone in there, and if Nook just sort of marches around, they'll probably see him through the window, arrow slit, whatever that is. Oh, what
You
the
can
fuck is that
have
actually? Is
Hmm?
that the undead?
Yep.
Right. See, I hadn't moved around enough to see that. Like, out of character, I hadn't moved around enough to see that, so I thought you meant you were like with the haunt we dealt with before, just pissing off one of them that was in the area.
No, I'm getting a definitive bad vibe from that corpse.
Right.
Very definitive.
Yeah.
It's a
Uh,
solid vibe.
Actually, yeah.
Right.
Now that Melia's sort of moved around there, she's gonna be like, "Oh, that one I was talking about.
Oh yeah. I thought
Where's
you could
that
feel it.
anyway?"
It's just some dead mortal thing.
You
Do you
know that
wish
there's
to
more to
attempt a
them
check?
than that.
I should
Yes,
right, and I also shouldn't say mortal. You're right.
but yes, I am checking.
It could
Oh,
be an
good.
immortal corpse. Fair enough. Is there anything in particular you want to kind of maybe attempt to identify? For instance, type of undead, or perhaps
Yeah,
I don't know.
That would
let's
be
start with type.
religion?
I think so.
Yeah, let's start with type
Yes.
of undead.
Fuck. The religious nuts in this group have no fucking idea.
It sure do look like a
It's just well
skeleton.
read. It's a skeleton.
Ah,
Mr. Meadowmuse.
bad vibe.
Mr. I'm not very much into necromancy. The one thing you'd kind of Mr. Meadowmuse kind of like thinks about and pondering, kind of looking at it, is there's a very odd thing in that most, at least undead that are like animated for magic, are pretty. What's the word I'm looking for? Self-sufficient. They're not usually like, oh, I'm bound together by lengths of rope and vines, as this one appears to be, as you get a better look at it and realize, this isn't like a corpse that has necessarily been left in the elements and is being grown over. This kind of looks more like something is holding this corpse together.
Oh wait, you said held together? Huh.
Yeah,
Maybe.
this seems like one of those
Ooh.
more what's the term? Plant-based zombies.
Oh, in that case, she pulls out another book and starts referencing that instead. Maybe I can find something about it in here. Can I attempt this again with nature instead?
You can certainly try.
All right, there we go. Much better. And I'm actually trained, so. Her.
Give me a second.
Wait, how can plants make undead? Isn't like
You know how Nook's moving around with a bunch of boulders, right?
not
It,
undead?
no,
No,
but it,
I'm just saying replace the boulders with a skeleton.
So it's not actually undead, it's just a plant that looks like it's undead.
That's the current theory. Is that right, Milia?
Milia, No, that's not like a sentient plant that's using this as a bait for a trap. This, you're kind of coming to the conclusion, especially as you get like a better look at it, you think this is literally just a doll.
Wait, construct?
You're getting the strong feeling maybe they just have perhaps strung this up as like, oh,
Eh.
we have someone watching this as
Oh,
It's
oh,
it,
how funny! It's fake. It's just a
What?
body. It's not
it's a
even
Yeah.
scarecrow.
not even alive. It's basically a scarecrow.
The vibe I'm getting must be from just the place
Wait.
itself.
Does that make us birds?
Yes.
I get.
Sorry for scaring everybody, and that was a silly plan. Okay. I suppose I should have
Well,
asked the people who are a little bit more confirmed than I.
It wasn't a bad plan, it was just a bad target.
Well, I suppose instead of the big zombie kicking through the door, I suppose I could have Nook.
yeah, I guess
I
we just
mean,
go back to our
do you,
normal
do you remember
strategy
how
like
it
that.
went last time you got Nook to knock through a door?
Well, I was with Nook. I'm not going to be on him this time.
Right.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
the
it's,
weak part of this link is me. I was up front. If Nook is just there, it's fine. He,
sure you say that.
I mean, yeah, I know. We're gonna
Look,
have to do some cleaning on the villa. I'll do it. It's fine.
no, not even that.
The what?
Look, tender sir, stick near my husband, and as soon as Nook starts taking arrow after arrow, please heal my husband.
Well,
Their
if he's
their
not going to,
bond is very specific, and
I
it's going to hurt
see.
him as well.
I
Yes.
see. It's one of those.
Uh-huh. He tends to be forgetful of that.
I will endeavour
Not
to
that I'm.
keep him alive.
It's
Thank you.
not that I'm forgetful. It's a bit. Not the term gung ho. It's just.
Reckless.
No, certainly not reckless. Preferential to myself taking harm in the harm's way than you guys.
Oh, my little Cosmo, please be nice. Please pay more attention to yourself.
I'm trying. I'm trying.
Alright. So then, now that that's sort of all sorted out, do we just want to kick down the door, or do we want to jump into the windows? Well,
Well,
okay, I
the
guess I should
windows are
say
quite narrow for those of us who aren't a few inches tall.
Yeah.
yes.
They're
True.
more arrow slits, and sure that is an option for us, dear, but gotta deal with the.
In that case, one moment. Melia is going to go over here and sort of wave to Miss looking into the thing, into the window there.
yeah, she was kind of looking over at you lot, like chatting for a little bit, just so you can catch her attention.
And I don't think I have message prepared or anything. Is message even a thing anymore?
I
Messages and
ghost
still a
sound.
thing.
I ghost sound like right next to her, like in the most dainty whisper ever, say basically, "Hey," something like that.
Sure. She walks a little bit away from the windows, casts a message over to you two. Yes?
I was wondering if you could aid me with something real quick. Could you help me into that arrow slit for whenever our my larger and more deadly friends sort of do the thing?
Oh.
The violent entry.
Yes. I want to have a good
Yes.
vantage. Hey, I like the arrow slits. They're nice.
Yes, yes. I'll help you. I will assist you in flanking.
Excellent. Thank you. Right, I'll just leave you here, Corgo, and do you have a way of getting me across real quick? I did
Uh,
not prepare. I could try and jump it, but it's very precarious. I really don't want to land in the water with
Should I
that.
go get Nook?
Oh yeah, he can set me over on the other side. Yes,
Yeah.
that would be good. Thank you.
you can get
Grab
Milia across.
place.
Ooh, thank you, thank you. All right.
Right, be quiet, because they have, well, they can hear fairly okay. Where do you wish to be placed?
Melia will just sort of put a hand on her ankle and like put me here through her touch telepathy.
He looks a little bit surprised. Also, Milia, as you like touch her leg. The consistency of her body is a bit strange, but whether or not Melia has time to think of that, she kind of... Whoop.
She's
Oops.
made of jello.
Thank you very much. Also, Draxi, by the way. Just not name, species. Subtype? Something like that.
It just
Oh,
puts
that's
a finger
pretty-
back. As well, actually, for a quick second, because Melia, you're the one person who can actually kind of understand the things that is going on in here. As essentially, wait, what can you see? Ah, yes, you see a kind of, well, it's a bit hard to tell if he's necessarily like more important, but he certainly styles himself that way. There is a Mitfoot sat upon a stone, or a throne of stone, rocks, mud, all other little bits that you can kind of gather, and he seems to be giving some kind of rousing speech to the rest of the Mitflits, basically along the lines of, "We'll take back what is ours." You notice he's holding a very fancy-looking trident. Is this where you now realize that you have no way of coordinating a signal between the main party and yourself?
Amelia's honestly not here for getting a signal to them. She's waiting for them to kick the door in,
That's
and then
fair.
she's going to do her stuff. She's just here because she wants to be in a more advantageous place than chucking balls of lightning over our friends.
That's
Instead.
fair.
Yeah. But well, she's going to take the time, however, to she can't really cast any spells or anything just because that would give her away much too easily.
Yeah.
We'll see if she can. I guess. Well, first let's try and identify that thing. It's a weird buggo.
Sure, that'll be a nature check. Meanwhile, Tinder, Caden, and Mr. Meadowmuse. Ooh, you're rolling hot in these natures.
Well, we're pretty sure this like little passageway is empty, correct?
Fairly sure.
Okay.
But, traps and all.
Yeah. I mean, did we? Sorry, again, I'm not remembering from last time. Did we see anyone go through this door?
No.
No.
No. Okay, have a quick check of the door then. I mean, it'll be their main. Oh, actually, they were climbing across the roof before, so it may well not be their main way in and out. They could well have trapped it. Where's perception gone? There it is. It's perception for trap sense, isn't it?
Yes. Look. Damn. Caden and Tinder. You both kind of give the door a quick look over and know it just seems to be the same kind of moldy falling apart. You do actually think that you're pretty correct. You don't think the Mitflits really ever bother using these doors. They can pretty much like climb. They're pretty good climbers, so basically they either go over and like across the walls, or they like squeeze themselves through the arrow slits. But I shall move this across.
Yep, sort of slowly open it a little bit, peer through, make sure there's no one hiding in the corners. Carefully lift the
Alright,
door all
let's
the way
just
across.
take the doors off.
Can I move it over? Can I put it over here?
Yep.
Oh yeah, if you wish to block the arrow slit, that's
Yeah, Caden's going to block the arrow slot over there with that.
Good idea.
there you go.
Do you still want me to make your weapon magic?
How long does that last for?
Maybe a minute.
Alright, well they're going to be just past this next door. Loading for what? Seconds to get through? Yeah, go for
No
it.
better time than now.
Caden nods as he begins to draw runes begins to draw kind of wispy wind-like runes into the air. Sky Prince, strike, empower thy blade. As he places the hand on the great sword, which suddenly starts shimmering with this kind of bright, windy energy. Tinder, your weapon's under the effect of magic weapon. It has a +1 to hit and deals an extra dice worth of damage.
Ooh.
Yeah.
So your great sword is now +1 with 2d12.
If you crit, this is gonna be like amazing.
Right, I think it will go in like that.
Yeah, crit, that's 4d12. Have fun.
Yeah. Plus an additional d10 because
Fatal.
I think it was deadly. I'll have to check that. I may have been looking at a different weapon. I must have been looking at a different one. It was probably the great axe I was looking at.
Oh yeah, great sword is only versatile piercing.
Yeah.
Fortunately.
It was the short bow I was thinking of. That's deadly D10.
Ah.
Either way, 2d12 on a crit. Plus, yeah, yeah. Things go gib.
Yeah.
Nook's gonna kick in the door, and I would like to, whenever I roll initiative, roll intimidate, if that's cool.
Sure, whenever you're ready. On this side, you can. Well, none of you speak. Well, actually, yeah, none of you speak Aklo, but you can kind of hear, like, wait, it sounds pretty strongly to be a speech. Also, Caden, as you kind of like step up and like, oh, there's this body. You notice it appears to be like mostly held up with what appears to be like the supplies of like whoever this was in life, and there's just like a couple weapons like holding it, propping it up inside, including like a spear and a what's the hammery clubby thing? What the fuck is it called? Morning Star, which you know
It's a thing. You
We'll
is
know,
a
deal with
thing.
that in a second.
I'm not going to
Yes.
worry about that right now.
In which case, whenever you are ready, roll initiative.
Is,
And yes, if you wish to
is it
either
fair to say as we're bashing the door down, Caden can have his shield raised?
yes. You have the initiative here, so if you wish to either use regular perception for initiative, you could also potentially use stealth because you are,
Hello.
or as a silent ass, you could use intimidate.
Oh, why am I always so slow?
I'm going to go with the surprise intimidate option.
That's fair.
Good friend.
I'm gonna click myself for the first time.
I roll terribly anyway. But
It do be like that sometimes.
oh, I didn't add myself to initiative. Could you add me?
Yes.
Thank you, good sir.
Nook crash through wall.
Okay, that didn't work. That's a 19. Oh wait, didn't actually add them. As you kicked in the door, you see two Mitflits listening to the speech of a kind of. He's not really that fancy looking, but he certainly is a lot more fancier looking than the other Mitflits. Oh wait, I haven't removed the thing. Now you can see. As he's wearing what appears to be, a crown made of mud and bugs on a throne of sticks, stones, and mud. He's living the high life over here. And as the door kind of crashes open, he only manages to let out a squawk before you all act. But let me. Oh yeah, there's also this thing, which as Bigby has alerted me is a giant camel spider.
That is.
Yep, giant camel spider. Enjoy. Good
Listen.
news, not technically a true spider nor a true scorpion, as I learned.
Goodness.
They're a weird halfway point.
I don't know
Closer
if I'd
to
call that
lobster.
goodness. What
Yeah,
the fuck?
yeah, it's weird. They've got grabby claws and a bitey mouth, like pinchy mouth. No venom, no poison. Not even
Uh,
like a yeah.
Yeah. The only other thing you can notice is that this Mitflit is holding a very fancy looking trident. And we begin. Melia. Oh wait, and Hat Lady.
Oh yep,
I
she's got to
completely
go.
forgot about her.
Yeah,
She did.
Milia suddenly hears the loud surprise of Nook smashing the door down.
Which, yeah, you know what? She's going to just because she's likely not to be the focus of things. Oh, did I actually prepare one of? I prepared one of those today. I'm going to spend 3 actions on charging up a Horizon Thunder sphere.
Okay.
Is this one of the couple of 6-round spells?
Uh huh.
Caden,
I'm
your
I'm going
natural
to try and
affinity with
charge it up for the full.
electricity. Yeah, your natural affinity with electricity, you suddenly feel like the area is suddenly getting a lot more ionized.
And Milia, you're noticing that your electricity is arcing like this way slightly because Caden counts the natural lightning rod.
Oh, fun!
Yeah, be a bit careful with that. I'm gonna give you a blue dot for charging the fuck up. Okay. I had to really look up how they say to do surprise runs in 2E, but I don't think there is anything for it.
Probably just up to the GM,
Yeah, I don't
where
know.
you can say like creatures won't enter initiative until after your first initiative or something like that.
Yeah, I just feels very strong in 3 or 2E where you have free actions.
Yeah, I could see, particularly in an encounter like this where it's basically even numbers, we could just almost wipe them in our surprise round if we got all of our actions.
Which, in fairness, is kind of the point of a surprise being strong. I'll decide on that more. I'll make an actual ruling on what I think is probably the more funner / fairer thing. But for now, just say you just get your actions.
Good amuse.
Yes, side lane.
Okay.
They are shocked. They are shook. Wigs snatched.
What
Yeah,
is the
maybe
range
I'll
for
actually
that?
fail.
Like, just do it. What is the range for just doing an intimidation check on someone?
Is there a range?
Probably 30.
Let's look at actions. Intimidate. Oh wait. Okay, it's under skills.
Demoralize. Yeah, 30 feet.
Rip.
Because the usual thing is, when in doubt, it's 30 feet. Mr. Medimi is trying to be the boogeyman.
Yeah. Nook's gonna move. Yeah, Nook's gonna move there. Nook will then use his extendo arm ability and try to. I'm gonna say grapple the one with the trident.
Okay.
So this is against his fortitude DC.
Yeah, all you got.
Ooh.
I'm afraid that will not pass.
I will hero point it.
Oh yeah. If you haven't refreshed your hero points for a session, make sure you do that.
Better.
That is indeed better. As whoop, and he's grabbed. As he shrieks out in common, "Hey, get away from me!" Oh, my voice is gonna fuck me up. Okay. Wait, that's entangled.
Yeah, grapple. And then for my last two actions, I'll cast Protect Companion and move with enemies.
Okay. As Nook is buffed the fuck up.
Basically, I'm
Oh,
just
yeah.
going to sort of run over here and sort of duck into this sort of corner here.
Sure. You have a little bit. Well, you have cover from anything from the top or bottom, which is not a lot, unfortunately.
And then Protect Companion.
Yeah. Which turns out might have been a very good option, as the boss-looking Mifflet yells out, "Bang bang, get him!" And noom. Right, let's quickly look at the Silicate Foods thingies. Okay. For his first action, he'll use Pounce, which basically is a move and a strike. Got that sudden charge, baby. As Munch.
Oh, that hits.
Okay, no, not. Plus 10. There you go. For 10 points of damage.
Ow. I will use my Protect Companion reaction ability to reduce the damage by 5.
That's a pretty good ability.
I mean, it's basically a shield
Yeah.
that you can put on your companion. So,
yeah,
it's as good as the shield spell.
Yeah. As you reduce that damage by 5. Well used, in fact. Let's see. What else was Mr. Bitey Bite do? Bite Bite will act to his namesake, and bite again.
Mr. Bitey Bite needs to fucking stop.
For 9 points of damage.
Ow, my god!
And seeing that this house is almost demolished, Boss Scrag is going to direct him properly and say, "Ah, give it back ones! They have armor!" As Caden, this big spider-looking motherfucker thing, walks up to you.
Okay.
This Mifflet is going to engage his Bane. Actually, first of all, Melia, can you roll me a stealth check? Because you're kind of fucking powering up over there.
Will do. Amelia's a ruined delver. She knows how to not be noticed.
Yeah, just barely. This Mifflet does not see you, and instead, he's gonna follow the spider's example, seeing that the boss gave him an directive. He is going to throw a dart at Caden. Sand.
Akeda manages to kind of block that shot.
He's then going to move up here, so he's not quite in line of sight, and activate Bane. Purple field, square 5. Oh wait, make it visible. There we go. Plus Scrawwing. Unfortunately, Trident is not a reach weapon, so he can't quite hit Nuke. What else can he do? He will also, no, he won't do that. He will attempt to break up the grapple, which, as I looked up last time, is just a basic melee attack versus your thing. So,
Shit.
as he breaks the grapple with his first action, uses his next action to kind of scramble there, and he uses his last action to essentially take cover behind his throne.
Fair.
Melia.
A hat lady.
That's
No,
not-
not as in
yeah,
your
that's
action, but more you're in
Oh.
a position to see her do shit.
Oh yeah.
Wait, did I have a token for this? I feel like I should have. Oh yeah, I did.
Why is there a
You
purple
hear-
area?
That is
That's
the
Bane.
Netflix Bane.
Ah, right.
You'll take a -1 to attacks while
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
in.
I could only see the corner of it, so I couldn't see if it was projecting off anything.
Ah, okay. You hear the girl behind you start chanting under her breath. Serve me. Honor conjure. Serve me. As she casts a spell. Wait. And let's see. Get a fucking token. Or tail. From the ground, rising in an odd sort of broiling sort of portal looking thing, is a disgusting looking fleshy creature.
Yeah.
There's a smell of hellfire and sulfur as it summons, and she directs it, "Get that trident for me." As her turn ends after summoning, and someone gets 2 actions. First action, claw. Actually, disarm's like you have to be trained in athletics, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh wait, this thing is. I was going to attempt a disarm check against the Midflit. Never mind. And with its last action, it's just going to attempt to scratch him.
-5.
Oh wait, minus. Oh yeah, that is right.
I'm just saying multiple attack penalty applies. So.
Yeah. Which actually manages to hit, as he does a little bit of damage. Okay, a moderately more meta damage. Tinder. Big spider.
You got that, Kaiden?
Either that, or I try to heal Mr. Metamuse.
Trying to think which of us could reach him. 'Cause,
You can sort of squeeze her into spider.
yeah, I mean, it's just awkward having 3 movements, and I can't. I'm 5 foot short of being able to heal him and attack the goblin thing. Unless I go there, and then I can attack the spider as well. Although Metamuse doesn't need healing right now, does he? It's just Nook
he
needs.
No,
Oh, he
you
does.
share a hit point bar.
Oh, I
Both
thought.
he and
Yes.
Nuchrome 1 hit point.
Right.
Yeah, that's what I was saying earlier.
Right,
is
no,
that-
I thought it was like the old summoners, where
No.
you
New.
just keep right.
No,
right,
new summons they share a hit point bar.
Right. In which case, doop doop doop.
Yeah,
I
we
can
will get
now
some
heal
kinda-
Metamuse and then attack because I believe Lay on Hands is a single action.
I
Yes.
think so.
It makes one of the best focus spells.
Yeah, boom. There you go. Have 6 hit points and you gain 2 AC for 1 round.
Yay!
You're moderately more alive, Mr. Medimuse, as your bond stops dragging on you so much.
And good news, honey, you're not going to get exploded by me next turn
Yay!
because the guy ran away.
And now Sword the Spider.
Yes.
Sort of
That
fair.
button? No, that button. Aha, learning buttons.
Shrink.
Please hit.
Oh, wait. Do I have
pretty
the
good
set up
shank.
right? That is a very good shank, as you can see what you did with its health bar.
Yay!
As you basically almost cleave through the thing, but it's still up and kicking.
I basically take off like 3 of its legs, but not the rest of it.
Yeah, you can hear Boss Scrog shout, "No!" Whoops, I didn't give him a name yet. Never mind, you know his name. Caden.
1 and 2.
You have a swing dead.
Tag team
Caden.
hunters.
Yeah, I've
crit?
still only had like 1 kill this entire map. I've just been
It's not-
setting them up for everyone else.
You're very good at setting up, which is good.
Yeah.
We need that.
Yeah. And I've still got 2
longsword through
actions.
the eye. Yeah, as a longsword through the eye proves enough.
Now you can heal Nook or Metamuse, and the healing will get to the pool ending, but either way.
Yes.
Yes.
Though I would prefer spending 2 actions on healing because it's efficiency.
Yeah.
Obviously, I can't reach you to do that this turn now.
Well, you can, technically. It's a 30-foot range, right?
Only if I'm
If
using.
you-
Actually, wait, is it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
if you're using the heal spell, you can do
It's
the
two action, 30-foot range.
Yeah, it turns it into a beam. A pew.
Healing
That also
beam.
gives extra healing.
Okay, because I didn't realize the second version gave range and extra healing. Okay.
Yeah.
Great.
In that case, yeah, with that dead, Caden will go ahead then and kind of summon forth his divine power again. Pain retreat and life restored. Now cast off your suffering. As suddenly a beam of kind of this greenish light kind of flies across the room into Nook, restoring for 1d8 plus 8 hit points.
Heard you like healing.
Yeah, heals
Yeah,
real.
yeah, his heal's better than my heal.
As of course that then bounces onto Mr. Menabuse, who's now glowing bright.
And you are adored. Just figured I'd, finish up your rhyme there.
And at the end of my turn, though, I spent 3 actions.
Yep.
Fair enough. Melee. Wait. Oh yeah, give him. Okay, I thought I didn't add him to the initiative. Never mind. I'm an idiot. Go. Big B.
I muted myself. She finishes up charging the spell with 3 more actions. Charging it up fully, and there's a glowing, like, purple and shocky sphere in her hands as she just launches it at the guy. At this guy.
Mm-hmm.
And I get a spell attack.
Yes.
Where can I roll my spell attack?
Spells.
Yeah.
Doesn't actually give me a thing to roll it.
Spell attack
Top
roll, top
left.
left.
No, it just tells me what it is. I can't click anything there to roll it.
Oh, you can just click the spell.
Well, that's also
Okay,
true.
then yeah, I'll go
Yeah.
with. I don't have that in my spell list, so I'm gonna.
Well, technically, when you're doing a fully charged version, it's not an attack roll anymore. It's just a save.
It is. No, it is an attack roll.
Oh,
It's
is
still
it?
an attack roll. The AoE damage is just you get that whether you hit or miss with the attack.
Yeah.
Oh.
Right. You're doing Horizon Thunder, so literally slash out your target.
There's the attack roll.
And then everything within 10 feet gets lightning damage. Which is
So,
Yeah.
only
was
with
that a
summon.
normal hit or? Sorry
is,
about
in
your
fact,
blob
a hit.
thing.
That's a hit.
All right, so he takes the normal damage, which is just 3d6 still.
Mhm.
Oh, right,
Roll
it
them
just
bones.
3d6. Wow. Okay,
Big oof.
then it does
Still it's
2d6.
And you get
Yeah,
some
and I
basic
need
reflex save.
Archive the target, whether you hit or miss, the lightning explodes, dealing 2d6 lightning damage to all creatures in 10 feet. Basic reflex.
Okay.
And then I've got the sparky aura of don't touch me.
Actually, seeing that he's taking a bit more damage, Boss Scrong holds out the trident in front of him and seems to focus for a second as an orb of water coalesces around him, protecting him ever so slightly. And reflex save. The flip. Oof.
That's a crit fail.
This is double damage.
Yep.
Yep, with bait. Well,
That's 20.
sorry, hat lady, I didn't mean to explode your blob,
Well, that is...
but I accidentally exploded your blob.
I mean, yeah, Blob needs to roll a save as well. Blob will take
Yeah.
whatever damage, but the might takes double.
Oh,
Yeah.
he doesn't have to make this save. It's every other creature.
Oh! Wait, hold on.
All creatures within a 10-foot radius around the target. Oh,
Yeah.
around the target.
All other creatures in a 10-foot radius around the target.
Oh, in which case, yeah, I guess that other thing crit fails and also... You pretty much just knock it out. I'll tell you, it's a lemur, it has 20 hit points, and she just kind of goes... Okay, then.
Sorry, you saw me charging first.
I wasn't expecting that much.
I wasn't either, and I was expecting more on him.
I think we can now add the phrase "so nuclear pixie" to our encyclopedias.
True. Mr. Mitflet. Well,
Remember that rock you were punching. It's at full health again.
he didn't actually act.
And it's
So that was
angry.
different. Yeah, he's just gonna take a little quick opportunity to, as he basically picks up a short sword at his side and, never mind.
No.
Bye,
GTFO.
Mr. Meadowmuse.
1 action boost Eidolon.
Mhm.
Combo action with Nook moving. Nook's gonna swing twice at this guy.
Okay. Also, I forgot he did take cover, so he has a little bit higher AC.
Well, where from? What angle? I guess.
And he'd basically be behind the throne, but I can't really put
Okay.
him there.
Fair.
Take cover behind object.
Yeah.
Bring it down the house.
That'll
Whack.
hit. Still a little bit alive. That'll miss.
Okay.
Notably, as he is almost, as you can see that he is, well, on his last legs, he shouts out, "Mercy, mercy, please!"
Amelia yells back in Aklo. Why?
He is speaking common, I should note.
Oh. Oh, never mind.
Do you still shout out why?
Yes.
What have I done to you?
A lot! You guys tried to kill us!
You
Jesus.
As he's very much just full on bawling.
Okay, dear.
Is that your turn, Sidley?
Yeah, I'm done.
You're dead.